Last straddle.
Straddle from ASU Scott.
You know, one of the things actual pretzel logic brings up as the delay catches up to that hand where Bo had the aces was that you look at an 8-7-4 board. Now, there
Red
are certain
30.
players that will open small pocket pairs from up front, and then there are others that will always limp.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't think that Scott opens, say, like 7s or 4s there, and is not going to call a 3-bet with 5-6 suited, then really you're not losing to anything except maybe pocket 8s.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe pocket 8s. But a lot of guys will just limp those hands from up front.
Race from Eric. Makes it 30 to go. Few calls so far. Six-way action.
Five players.
Eric flops top pair, but Bo flops top 2. Bottom pair in flush draw for Obi.
Six players.
Bottom pair for Phil. Gut shot for ASU Scott.
120.
120 from Bo with top 2. So Eric was a pre-flop raiser. He had checked. Obi with bottom pair in the flush draw. Strong hand with about 760 behind. 120 is a bet. Just calls. Look at Eric, pre-flop raiser with king jack. Flops top pair, checks it, and just
Two
folds.
players.
Yep. Wow, look at that. Now OB's got 2 pair and the flush draw. Now the 7 brings in 10-8. And Bo here with top 2, he's going to bet again, but I guarantee you he's going to be concerned if OB raises. And this is one of those weird spots where sometimes you can get a guy to overplay a hand.
240.
And Bo bets 240 here with the 6-7 of diamonds.
Obi with 640 behind. So if he does raise, I assume he's all in.
But once he calls the 240, that would make it 900. It would be about 1,300, 400 for Bo to call. I mean, the things that I would be concerned about would be pocket 6s here and 10-8. And I'm not sure if Bo will fold getting 3-1 with top 2. Bo's got a flush draw too, Alan just pointed out. I didn't pick that up. So I think it's going to be a very tough spot for him to fold, or he shouldn't fold. If Bo didn't have the flush draw, it would be interesting if OB shoved. But I mean, with top 2 and a flush draw, you've got 13 outs anyways. You're going to be getting 3-1. He's going to be getting the right price, even if the guy shows him 8-10. And here comes a raise, it looks like.
Raise 550.
Did he just call? No, he's going to raise. He has raised it up here.
He left 125 behind for later. He might fold.
One more.
Well, I mean, this is in essence an all-in here. I mean, obviously, Bo is not going to, he's not going to call and then check fold here. It would really be interesting, though, if Bo did have the Jack-9 without the hearts.
You're right, but I didn't see that. Exactly. I have no voice anyway. I don't.
Again, I mean, in essence, we can treat this as an all-in, so it's basically 6 for 1,300.
And obviously Bo is. I mean, that's why
So he's getting 2-1, which means he needs about 33% equity in the hand here. He would have, if the guy had 10-8, he would have 13 outs. which would probably means that he would need 1, 2, 3, 2.5 to 1 to call. Now he's getting 2 to 1 to call, but is there ever a hand that this guy might have that's not 10-8? And here we can see it. So with that being said, it's pretty close. If the guy flipped over 10-8, then yeah, you could fold. But if there's ever a hand that's not 10-8 here, then you can call. And again, I think that this actually might have worked if Bo didn't have the flush draw.
So 310 more.
Oh, excuse me, it's only 300 more. All right, that's bad. Yeah, they squared the pot up here. No, it's like that's what I thought. I didn't think it was 2 to 1. It's like 400 for 13. He's getting like 3 to 1, even if the guy turned up 10-8.
But in essence, it's still 400 because there's 100 behind.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's 400 for 13. Yeah. So he's getting over 3 to 1. If the guy turned up 10-8, he would still have the correct pot odds to call with 13 outs. I mean, I'm not sure why he's taking so long with it here.
Oh, wow. He's
and he
fold.
folds.
That's why he's taking so long.
I don't know. Maybe he did the math wrong there. Or did he not pick up the fact that maybe he had a flush draw? Because I didn't see it. Because, I mean, sometimes, you look back at your hand, but sometimes, Nicole, like, you bet out there with Jack 9, you're like, I've got top 2, I've got top 2. And
yeah,
maybe some of the time you don't notice the fact that you backed into a flush draw. He never looked at his cards, Alan's saying. So I wonder if he didn't notice that he had a flush draw there. But I think that it's the right fold if you didn't have a flush draw. I think that you're like just basically praying that the guy is overplaying like 6-7 with diamonds. And even if he has 6-7 with diamonds, he's got a bunch of outs. But normally that's going to be 10-8 or a set of 6s. You know, if you had like a black Jack 9, that's a tough spot to make, but I think you can fold. But with a hard draw, you can never fold. We're going to take a little break here.